This is the 2023 Genesis G80 Electrified. And they call it electrified because they took the regular gas-powered G80, removed all the drivetrain components, shoved some batteries and motors in it, and made it electric. And the end result is magnificent, with a few flaws. First things first, prices in Canada start at $105,150, and the spec sheet is quite impressive. The twin motor setup makes 2 times 136 kilowatts, which is 370 PS or 365 horsepower. It makes mega torque at 516 pound-feet, and the EPA range is 454 kilometers or 282 miles. It will charge completely overnight at your level 2 home charger, or in just 22 minutes to 80% if you find a 350 kilowatt level 3 charger that actually works. From what I can tell, driving this for about a week now, I think it can actually do the claimed range, and for that reason, I like it a lot. I especially like that you can change the regen mode, which means that you can do true one-pedal driving and the car will stop completely. I just wish that this iPedal could stay on permanently, because now every time I come into the car, I have to manually turn it on, or if I go to reverse and back to drive, again I have to switch it on. It would be nice if it could be on all the time. Pedal to the metal, 0 to 100 kilometers an hour comes in under 5 seconds, 4.9. Look at that. Performance is overall very good. However, the calibration of the power delivery is quite soft. So there's not an initial explosion. The power comes on quite gradually, which is a little bit nice for this occasion. The electrified G80 is so freaking quiet and smooth, it is incredible. It's not only very well insulated, it also does active noise cancellation through the speakers. And the end result is mind-blowing. It's like really quiet in here. Like I could be whispering to you and you would still hear me talking. The sound system, however, isn't as good as I would expect it to be. I think it's because it's doing a lot of work with this active noise cancellation. It's not bad, but it's just not mind-blowing. The G80 is a very handsome and classy looking car. There's nothing I don't like about it from the outside. It looks sharp and serious, and I'm good with that. Inside, the looks are also amazing, and there's some really nice materials used. The design is flawless, ergonomics are reference level, and usability is beyond criticism. However, the floor has been raised to fit the battery cells underneath, which means that the seat is now being raised a little bit higher up, but at the same time, the dashboard and everything else is at the same spot it is on the gas-powered version. So me having the seat set to the lowest possible setting, I still feel like I'm sitting quite high up and I can't get my driving position 100% correct. And I can tell you the proof that I'm still quite high up is that the distance from the ceiling is not that much. So it's a bit weird. The seats are very adjustable, but the adjustments are a bit weird also. The seats themselves are comfy enough, so at least in that sense they work quite well. The rear seats have the same issue with the floor. It compromises room vertically, and also now there's not a lot of room left underneath the seat in front of you for your feet. It's quite a squeeze. The worst part, however, is the trunk. The batteries have invaded the space like a Greek mother-in-law, and as such, the capacity is now only 304 liters, which is pathetic. But now back to the good news. The drive is super soft. The adaptive dampers set to comfort swallow everything, and the difference between comfort and sport is quite noticeable. In sport mode, it stiffens up a good amount and the drive becomes a lot more engaging, with the steering also gaining some extra weight. In the corners, it feels like a very big and very heavy vehicle, but it does grip a lot. So overall, confidence is there. It's not scary at all. It's not particularly inviting for such kind of driving, but it does hold its own if you decide to give it some pain. Compared to German rivals, there's a tiny weeny little hint of suspension movement, like extra movement that shouldn't be there or should be controlled sooner, but that's analyzing it under the microscope, nothing you would regularly notice. The brakes also work quite well and bite strongly, no complaints there. 100 to 0 came in 41 meters. Technology on board is fantastic. The instrument cluster is 3D and has all the information you really need. You have a very nice heads-up display. The infotainment system is the regular Genesis one, which means it's very usable, very nice. The rotary dial here is good. The infotainment is quick. It supports wired Apple CarPlay, which is a bit of a meh. But all the HVAC controls here are nice. They're touchscreen, very easy to use. I love the ergonomics in this car. Pretty good backup camera and very good driving assistance on the highway. Overall, I have to say this G80 is a much cheaper Model S competitor thingy. The Mercedes EQE is also coming or already here, depending on when you're actually watching this video. Nevertheless, roominess is compromised, but everything else is much improved over an already impressive car to begin with, the Genesis G80. Overall score for this electrified model is 8.5 out of 10. And that's it for today. I hope you liked this video. Please remember to share it with your friends, subscribe. Most importantly, till next time, be well. See you in the next one.